Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, boxing training camps and gyms. A big welcome to the Times Square Sun Arena. This is where the event is going to be happening. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be happening on the 10th of February. That's a Sunday, and it's going to be starting at 12 p.m. So we're looking forward to it. Lots of excitement in the air. We've got our training camps here as well. We're going to be kicking off with a few questions. And of course, a big welcome to the dignitaries as well. We've got a few special guests, some coming in internationally, just to recognize Mr. Omar Al-Bashir. Not sure where he's sitting. Mr. Al-Bashir, we know that you are based in the US, and we'd like to know, firstly, what your background is.
I've been a trainer for 50 years. I've worked with some of the top names in the heavyweight division over the years, Shannon Briggs, Emil McCline, Monty Barrett, Vladimir Klitschko, Lennox Lewis, Ray Mercer. So I've been around for a while working with it, and I expect the same things from Ruan Vissa as I expected from them. So oftentimes I put a lot of pressure on Ruan, but that's the name of the game, pressure, be able to work under pressure, and that's what I'm doing. I don't expect any less effort from Ruan Vissa than I did from any of those other guys that I just mentioned. He's in the same league, and he's younger, he's bigger, he's stronger than any of them. So why should I expect any less? This fight is no exception to the rule.
You have vast experience in developing champions. What drew you to Ruan?
Ruan's effort in the Vladimir Klitschko camp 2 years ago, you know, his ability to absorb punishment, because you can't be a boxer unless you're able to take it. It's just not a one-way street. Boxing doesn't work like that. If you give it, you have to be in a position where you have to take it. And I was impressed that he was able to stand up under the punching power of Vladimir Klitschko, and that's what attracted me to him.
Thank you very much. And what are your thoughts currently on the promotion that's happening right now through Fifth Element Boxing Promotions?
I think Fifth Element Promotions is off to a good start. They're competitive with every other promotion in South Africa and pretty soon Africa in general. So yeah, they're off to a good start, and everybody starts at the bottom. But thus far, they're off to a good start. This is their third show, and look what they're attracting. You know, they put together a card where Ruan Vissa versus Elvis Moyo is on top, and that's a great start, I think.
Great. You mentioned that this will be the third installation of our Battle of the Warriors.
Yes.
We've had two in just the space of 4 months, which is absolutely amazing for the fight game. And of course, the third one this year. We're looking much more, obviously, forward to the ones coming up.
Well, I think the uniqueness with Fifth Element is that they're matching their fighters better than anybody else matches their fighters. They're putting them in the fire, you know. Either you can deal or you get up from the table. You know, you got to be able to fight. Because we're not putting none of their guys in easy fights, predictable fights. Most of the time when you watch a match, I think the fans, as well as the pundits in boxing, know who's going to win the fight. But with Fifth Element, you never know who's going to win. You know, it's a roll of the dice, because they're not putting their guys in easy. Ruan Vissa taking on Elvis Moyo is a big step, because Elvis Moyo is not a gimme. He's not a gimme fighter. It's a tough fight. Noah Sheikh fighting this young man here. This is a tough fight. At this stage in Noah's career, this is a tough fight fighting this young man. So you can depend on Fifth Element Boxing to bring you the finest in boxing, real contests.
I think that says a lot about the promoters and as well as the organizers at Fifth Boxing Promotions, Fifth Element. You did mention where it's going to be happening, and of course we know it's going to be happening right here at Epicenter of Entertainment, the Sun International Times Square Sun Arena. Have you had a chance to take a look at the venue?
Yes, I've been there before.
What do you think of it?
It's a beautiful venue.
So we're hoping to get it packed.
It's like a small piece of Atlantic City, Las Vegas, you know.
Okay, so Ruan, let's come to you, Ruan. Firstly, Ruan, you are taking a fight against Elvis the Bomber Moyo. And your international rankings and his international rankings are vastly different. Do you think that you're sacrificing or you're risking your position right now?
No, I think it's a good experience fight for me. Obviously, it's going to bring a big fight. It's going to be a good fight for the fans. If I wasn't fighting on this ball, I would have definitely came to the fight to come and watch the fight because there's some interesting fights happening, a lot of heavyweight fights. So it's going to be a great night for the fans, and I'm really excited for this fight. I know I was just going to show up for the fight, but I'm ready, and 2.5 more weeks to go, and I'm ready.
In the short time that you've been fighting as a professional, you've accumulated very, very impressive records. How did you manage to reel in such a high-profile trainer as Mr. Al-Bashir?
We met each other 2 years ago in the Klitschko camp, and I just liked James Al-Bashir. He was always in my corner against Klitschko, and we just had a good start. And when he said he wants to be my coach, and so far it's been going good, and he's really helped me with it. Because I don't have any amateur experience, so he's a good coach to help me with the fundamentals to be ready for a fight like this.
Sure. Take us through a bit of your training, specifically with regards to fighting Elvis.
The training has been the same. The only thing that changed this training camp is I'm training. I was outside my comfort zone. I'm not training in my comfort zone anymore. I used to train in my comfort zone, and when I get tired, I'll stop. Or if I don't want to spar today, I'll stop. I won't spar today. But this training camp, I'm outside my comfort zone. It's been a really tough training camp, and 2.5 more weeks to go. I'm lean, I'm fit, I'm still 120 kilograms, and I'm ready.
Elvis, you hear that? Elvis is giving you the stare over there. Do you hear what he said? He's ready. You don't? Okay, so Elvis is not listening. He's not even listening. He's not phased at all. Okay, great. So you mentioned the Klitschko training camp, and that's where you met Mr. Al-Bashir. Talking about the Klitschkos, Mr. Al-Bashir, we've heard a little rumor in the boxing world. As he's grabbing the mic already, he already knows what's coming. Are we being promised a comeback by the Klitschkos?
Well, nothing's definite yet. He's in discussions about the comeback, but right now I'd say it was like 80-20 that he's going to fight again. He's going to fight again.
80-20 being the positive, of course.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that would be glad. That would be glad to have Klitschko back in the ring. He is a legend.
Well, he maintained his conditioning. He never stopped boxing. He's been in the gym constantly over the last 2 years. And I've implored him. I spoke to him on several occasions and told him that, with the heavyweight division in the state that it's in now, I think that his attributes will allow him to come back and be successful as George Foreman was. And he's not even as old as George was when George came back.
Okay, so moving away from Ruan's camp and coming over here to Elvis the Bomber's camp. Elvis, tell us, how are you feeling today?
I always feel amazing, Mitchell. I'm a fighter, come from the streets. I do the catch, box. So definitely, I'm just pretty excited. Of course, I don't know if you're spending much time talking about Klitschko's, all those guys. This is another territory in Africa. Let's concentrate. When FESA versus Elvis, believe me, you have never get respect for those guys. I think they are overrated. They've got the money, they've got everything, but this is raw fighting. So I'm glad Mr. Ali will be witnessing the rawness of Africa. Welcome, my champ. It will be an epic night.
It certainly will be an epic night. Going back to your records, in fact, your positions, your standing, it is vastly different. Do you think that you're going to make quite a big jump, and are you looking forward to a new position in the standings if you do beat Mr. Visser?
When I beat him, I would definitely get highly rated. I was already down at 130, but because of inactivity, I think I'm sitting at 180 or something now. But that's not the issue. If you look at my record, I come from rough background. I fought who is who when I started my boxing career. I had most of my losses in the first 2 years of my boxing career. Now I'm a different weapon, I'm a different animal. And I mean, it's not like you don't know, you already know. I mean, I'm a different animal, I'm a complete weapon. And I really believe myself, I trust myself, and I really don't see anyone beating me in boxing fight in Africa. I really don't see that happening.
Well, can you take us through your training in preparation for the fight against Ruan?
Well, now I'm doing a lot of training. So most of my training camp is in the park, in the bush there. And I'm only in the gym when I'm sparring, which is 3 times or so a week. But most of my training is actually in the park. So I do everything. I just use it as much as I can.
Awesome. Okay, and going to your trainer, Swan. How are you doing, sir?
Good.
Very well, thank you. Could you tell us a bit about your background, sir?
Yeah, I've been a boxer myself as amateur. Went 96 to Olympic Games. I have a little bit of experience in boxing, but I've been lay down for 13 to 12 years after my father passed away, and then I just started boxing again. And now I'm a trainer.
And how did you connect with Elvis the Bomber?
I've been 5 fights in his ring with him. All 5 fights was wins out of the country. So we just met in Namibia, and we carry on from there. He's a great person, great fighter, great champion.
And what's in terms of training, what's been different in terms of preparation for the upcoming fight?
Yeah, nothing is different. The way that we train, especially in the park, it's in the sun, it's sprints, it's training, running, pad work. So it's quite tough in the sun. I can show you it's not a go in the park to play in the park. It's training.
I can see Ruan over there. He's probably thinking the sun is nothing compared to me.
Sunny stuff.
Yeah. Okay, and tell us, you have been in different camps in different corners, and you actually factually have been in Ruan's corner before. How do you feel about that, and how do you feel that's going to affect or transpire in the fight?
At the end of the day, it's boxing. It's not about the loose corner you've been into. At the end of the day, they've moved on, I've moved on. Ruan is still one of my favorite boxers, and he will always be because we are part of each other. But now at this fight, I'm with Elvis. We do our part. We will see coming 10 February. We fight in the ring, not outside.
10 February, it's definitely going down. We're looking forward to that, Mr. Elvis Moyo and Mr. Ruan Visser. Guys, good luck. We'd like to now put some attention on our Sun International representative, Mr. Henry Basil. Mr. Henry Basil, would you like to just introduce yourself?
Thank you, Khotso. Good morning, everyone. Athletes, media, everyone that's here. My name is Henry Basil. I'm the PR and Communications Manager here at Sun Arena and also at Times Square.
Okay, Henry, so last year we had Battle of the Warriors 2. It was a pretty amazing show out, and we're looking forward to the 10th as well. How do you feel it's going to show out? How do you feel is it going to be a good turnout?
Look, just sitting in between these two athletes, I'm getting goosebumps, you know. I'm really looking forward to it, Khotso, and I think, you know, just Sun International has got a very, very rich history with boxing in South Africa. Looking at all the properties that we have and, you know, all the legendary boxing events that's taken place in this country. I mean, Sun International has been the pinnacle of all of those. And, you know, when we built the arena, and we built the property, we deliberately said that this venue should be a one-of-a-kind experiences to all different to all different genres, to all different sorts of sports and entertainment.
Sure, I think the key word there is local because it's also being covered by Kwese TV. So they have an absolutely awesome team. But let's go now to Miss Yanni Hebler, boxing promoter and organizer for Fifth Element Boxing Promotions. Yanni, how are you feeling today? Excited?
I'm just glad we were on time. So yeah, very excited to have Battle Warriors 3. It's growing in strength, as you can see, leaps and bounds. Our next tournament, 10 February, the entertainment once again in between these exhilarating bouts are going to be nothing less than mind-blowing. We've also partnered at Fifth Element, we've partnered with AFDA, which is the School for the Creative Economy in South Africa. Very excited about the 10th of February. I think it's going to be a tough match and I'm excited to see the results. So we have our work cut out for us because although it's just one day of entertainment, it takes us close on 2 months to prepare for it.
It's going to be a very, very busy year, this year and next year.
Correct.
Absolutely awesome. We are looking forward to that, Ms. Yanni Hebler. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if there's any other media here. Yes, sir?
In regard to what Elvis Moyo said a few moments ago about being with Klitschko, that he was overrated, or what Ron Visser did with Klitschko. I just want to set the record straight. Vladimir Klitschko is 64-5 with 53 knockouts. He held the heavyweight championship. He held the heavyweight championship for 10 years without taking a loss. And Ron Visser, what did you watch? Vladimir, 30 rounds in 2 camps? Ron Visser stayed in with Vladimir Klitschko for 31 rounds over 2 camps. That's not overrated. It's easy to make a statement about the caliber of a fighter being overrated or underrated. But it's a whole different ball game when you in there in front of the cannon. Mind you, 64 wins, 5 defeats with 53 knockouts, and holding the heavyweight championship for 10 years is not overrated. That's the real deal. And Ron Visser standing in for those 30 rounds inside 2 camps, that's the real deal. Because it's not a cakewalk when you're in there in front of Vladimir or even Vitaly Klitschko. It's not a cakewalk. Just want to check. Yeah. Klitschko gave Ron Visser high accolades, but just getting back to being overrated, it's not overrated. It's one thing to say that, but being in that 17 by 17 ring, not 20 by 20, 17 by 17 ring for 3, 4, 5 rounds in front of a guy like Vladimir Klitschko is not overrated. It's the real thing. If you can stand up to that.
That's a fair point, Mr. Ali. Thank you very much. Just one question. What do you think of me after a knockout one?
Will
you rate me or will you make me? Because remember, I said I didn't pick a name, but I said most of those guys, I think they're overrated. And looking at fighters like Wilder and then swinging there, getting 45, and I told you that it's because there is money, not disrespecting the men themselves.
No,
So I understand your point, and I really appreciate
your one thing when you
hearing it. But I'm just saying that when I knock out one, what do you think of me?
Oh man, I think you're the best fighters in Africa.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
I can't wait for that.
What will you say when Ron knocks you out?
I'll shake his head. I'm still a fighter. I'll shake his head. I'm telling you, keep going, my brother. That's what I do. I'll shake his head. I didn't make it to that.
Tiptoe through the tulips. I'm telling you this.
I don't know. Believe me, I'm calm and collected. I've been in worse wars than this one. Believe me, this one I'm excited for it.
Elvis, you haven't been in a worse war than this one. This is the one. This is the one. I'm telling you, I know what I got. You're a good fighter. I respect you.
And I respect you as a trainer. But remember the fight is between me and Ron.
Talk is cheap. When them cannons start firing, then you'll understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. Talk is cheap. I'm raw African. I'm Zimbabwean. I come from Safari. Believe me, when I get that opportunity, just like Sun International and 50,
Oh man,
they've given me
this
that
is a great
opportunity.
fight. This is a great fight for the fans.
It is a great fight.
This is a great
You're gonna love it. Stop it. Epic. Thank you for the comment.
I want everyone to understand. I expect the best out of Royal Vista. This is a step-up fight for Elvis Moyo. It's a step-up fight for Royal Vista. These guys are coming to fight. So anybody that's not there is gonna miss out on a good fight. And I don't, and I said it before and I'm saying it again. I don't expect this fight to go the distance. I don't expect this fight to go the distance. I'd be upset if the fight didn't go the distance. The chemistry is so hot. I do not expect this fight to go the distance. I'm looking for, like one of those exciting endings, like George Foreman versus Joe Frazier. That's what I think about when I think about you and
I got it on 3 rounds. I got it on 3 rounds.
Okay, you got
What
this
is
thing.
that? There is going to happen.
Bet your money on 3.
It looks like one wants to say something over here.
I just want to say, they say Elvis is a punch in this fight, but I promise you, I also got a little bit power. So, we'll see.
Back to you actually. Not only are you a hard hitter, but you've also got
No, hard hitter with 2 hands, both hands.
the hardest hitter with both hands and the longest reach right now in boxing. Obviously, you feel that gives you an advantage.
No, if you use it. If you didn't use it, it doesn't help you. It's not going to help you. You have to use it. You have to be fit. This long arms is heavy. So you have to be fit to use it, And that's what I worked on, and I'm ready. I'm just telling Elvis, I know he's ready, I'm ready, so fans are going to have a good fun.
I think it's going to be an awesome night right here at the Times Square Sun Arena. And in the crowd, I see we have a few dignitaries from Boxing South Africa. In fact, I think I'm going to go over to him, Mr. Achi Nyingwa. How are you doing, sir?
You can run, but you
Oh,
can't
alright.
hide.
They say you can run, but you can't hide. I'm going to give you the mic, ask you to introduce yourself and tell us a little something about the tournament that's coming up.
Ah, really?
I'm so proud of the Fifth Element. Fifth Element is the only promotion that's taking care of heavier weights. I don't see any junior flyweights, I never see them in this, but they are the only promotion that giving heavyweights a chance. I really, really compliment you for that. And about this tournament between Elvis and Juan, this show is an abstract show. What's going to happen? Then the better fighter wins, and the fittest fighter wins. I'm not predicting who's going to win, who's going to do what, who's going to knock who out. But he's going to lose. Now we'll see on the 10th.
That guy, he's gonna lose.
No, lastly, what I'd like to say to the promoter, well done. Really, we need such promotion in South Africa. More especially, heavyweights are hungry. And then heavyweights, they are attractive boxers in the whole world. If you go back to Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, and all that, and South Africans were really lacking of heavyweights, but now I can see Fifth Element is really growing the heavyweights. I really appreciate that, and thank you for this tournament that's going to happen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Achi. Welcome to Boxing South Africa. Okay, before we let go of these camps, can we get a few questions from the crowd?
Coach Center Capital Media. Elvis, first question for you. You these days also well known as an MMA fighter. Do you think in some way you will have a bit of an advantage in terms of focus in the ring, movement in the ring, with your background as an MMA fighter also?
Yeah, basically what MMA done for me is it made me aware of where I am. Because when you're fighting an MMA catch, you're worried somebody's attacking you with 1,000 arsenals, kicking, spinning, jumping, and all the things. And when you come into a boxing ring, you get calm because you know that there's only two hands and nothing else. And so I'm more composed now in my boxing. Even when I fight MMA, I still use boxing though, but still, all my fights after MMA, I've fought after MMA, they've been so much easier. I mean, it's developed me, so I really appreciate it. But I took part there.
Also got a question for Ron. The last time you fought in Pretoria, by your own admission, you were a bit rusty. Are there any aspects of your training that you worked on, especially for this one?
No, I didn't. After that fight, the next Monday I was back in the ring, and didn't take off all of December. We worked on all my mistakes, and like I said, I went outside my comfort zone. Because the fans come and they pay a lot of money to watch us, and you have to showcase the best that you can be. So I really worked hard, and I think you can see a difference from this time.
Do we have any other questions? I see there's a certain fighter in the crowd. Mr. Flo Simba, how are you doing, sir? Very, very quiet. Can I come over here? Can I come over there, Flo? Let's give Flo the mic. Flo, it seems that you've taken a break. How has it been, and when are you coming back?
Tough questions, I haven't really taken a break. There's been a few postponements, but I've been in training. I'm just here to support the show and support the heavyweights.
Okay, so I've been asked to mention one of the guys, Mr. Vlad Serenko. Where is he? There it is, Mr. Vlad Serenko. Also part of the team. Welcome, Vlad. Okay, so any more questions for the camps right now before we get the other camps to take questions and a few more interviews? Okay, so Mr. Fisher, thank you very much.
Elvis, you got it coming, boy. You just don't know.
Did you get that?
You got it coming, boy. Keep talking.
Nah, believe me, I'm stubborn. I'm the stubbornest that they come. The rawest of the Africans.
We're definitely looking forward to that night. That's the Sunday, the 10th. Mr. Oloshie, anything else, sir?
No, still drinking water. He's asking if you still want to throw it over.
I just want to say something. Like I always say, we come from a poor background and tough times and stuff. I don't know why everybody thinks we are rich, but I promise you.
Geographical locations don't make fighters.
No, but
geographical locations don't make fighters. I know guys in America from the suburbs that beat your ass, but geographical locations don't make fighters. Fighters make fighters.
I'm just saying that I haven't had it easy.
Look, when the monkey the monkey said one thing. He said when his tail got cut off, it will not be long now. You got it coming, buddy.
Really looking forward to that. It looks like
I understand what I'm training. I understand what I'm training, and nobody here understands what I'm training. I'm not just a boxing trainer. I'm getting into the character, the soul of the fighter. Nobody here knows what they're going to see when Elvis gets in the ring. You got to come in, man.
I'm ready, and I'm sorry to say I won't be waiting because I'll be coming 10 times more. You got to understand that I'm not going to sit back. You don't know me at all.
Yes, Mr. Basil.
So sorry, I think it's just important to note while you're here that part of Sun International, we've got Sunbet as well, where we'll be taking bets on the fight as well. You can go online, sunbet.co.za or .com. And yeah, just sitting here, I think it's going to be an exciting match, and I'm really looking forward to this. And I think the important thing is to tell everyone to go get your tickets for the 10th.
All right, let's do the face off.